was the love of my life. He was my first dog as an adult. And honestly, he changed the entire direction of my life. Before Bubba, I always loved animals, and we had dogs and cats as a kid. But with Bubba, that's when I knew I needed to work in the animal world. And he's the reason I wound up in veterinary medicine. He's the reason I started pet sitting, training, therapy dog work, all of it. He was this beautiful, fluffy white Shih Tzu, but somehow managed to have the personality of a goat, a coonhound, and a toddler all rolled into one. He ate literally everything, things that he absolutely should not have eaten. We used to joke that he was part goat, and he somehow survived it all, and I am extremely grateful. He was so smart. I used to say, I think he can read my mind. He had a huge vocabulary. He listened to every word I said. He could be opinionated. When he didn't get his way, he'd stick his teeth out at me. You know how Shih Tzus have that underbite? Well, he would go, and stick his teeth out at me when he was annoyed. That was him sassing and back-talking his mama. He got in trouble for that. And then there was the singing. I had a friend with a coonhound puppy when Bubba was little. And Bubba somehow learned to bay like a coonhound. So you can see this little fluffy Shih Tzu throwing his head back and singing and going, rah, rah. It was ridiculous and hilarious at the same time. And he loved Christmas. And of course, he got presents. But we had to watch him because he would get underneath the tree and open his presents because somehow he knew which ones were his. He was my little shadow, and I always wanted him with me. And honestly, that dog taught me what unconditional love felt like. He was a cancer survivor. He lived with cancer for years before he eventually got sick again later in life. And when he was young, another dog attacked him and he lost one of his eyes. That was so traumatic for me. But Bubba adjusted unbelievably well, and he just kept going. Nothing ever seemed to stop him, didn't faze him. And I think that's part of why and how he changed me. I always say I love all my babies just differently, like our kids. You have a different relationship with each one. You love them all, but it's just very different. But with Bubba, he's the dog you have once in your lifetime if you're lucky. And if you've ever had a heart dog, you know what I'm talking about. And honestly, losing him, I felt like I lost a part of myself. But I would never trade those years with him, not for a second. I would do it all over again in a heartbeat for all the love and the joy he brought into my life.